Today we have 99.9% unemployment. On a typical year, I represent just about 900 workers. We were scheduled to have the biggest year in the history of the local, expecting $22 million in earnings for Local 11 families. And $20 million in earnings for the local stagehands is huge.
These are good middle-class jobs. We represent hardworking stagehands of all ages, fathers and mothers, people supporting families, people with homes and mortgages, and their bills are piling up.
And on Friday, March 13th, every single event canceled. It was a true Friday the 13th.
My colleagues and I have made it our mission. It is a rule that you should not be seen on stage. However, right now, we need you to see us.
I believe that the arts keeps us a civilized society. I believe that arts heal. I believe the arts are the soul of this country. Whether it's Broadway, whether it's rock and roll, I just think that I'm doing sort of God's work every single day of my career by doing that. But there has been nobody in the seats behind me since March 12th. There will be nobody maybe in those seats to September of 21.
I've been in live events and theater pretty much my whole life. I was in my first show when I was 5. I was the squirrel in a children's theater production of Peter Pan. And if you're thinking, but no, there's not a squirrel in Peter Pan, then you'd be correct. But in that production there was, and it was me.
Live events are so important because they create an engaging environment with such a unique energy that just cannot be replicated elsewhere.
We're all important, all the way down to the person that sweeps and mops the stage. Everybody is an integral part of an artistic expression.
People can't put food on their table. People are so terrified because we don't have an end in sight.
The COVID-19 situation has destroyed not only my industry, live events, and live entertainment. It's really sad to see what it's done to my city that I was born and raised in.
I've already seen my friends, my colleagues lose apartments. I've seen people have to move back home. I've seen people go on food stamps.
I have not worked in 4 or 5 months, and I probably won't work for at least another 4 or 5 more months.
If we're not going to get back into concert venues or theaters soon, then we got to count on something. You know, that's where we need the help.
This difficult time has been extremely grim. Despite Local 11 doing the best that they can to help us through this situation, we need our legislators and people in the government to help us to make it through this, because we're probably not going to make it all the way through if we don't get help.
We're a very agile group. We're a very can-do group. But that's been really, really hard.
This is a first where a pandemic has actually shut down our industry. So when you're the first to shut down and the last to open, the only way we know how to do that is band together as organizations and groups of all the individuals who are involved in the theater and make our point. So tonight we're making that point.
We have band together. It's a coalition of people that have never been together before. Venues, freelance stagehands, union stagehands, actors and musicians, and just everybody coming together, drawing attention to our industry's plight. We have made our careers going unnoticed while making amazing cultural events for our communities. That's why we're lighting up the city red, and why cities nationwide are doing the same.
How you doing, everybody? My name is Ken Casey from the Dropkick Murphys here in Boston, Massachusetts on Red Alert Day, Music Industry Call to Action. We're trying to raise awareness, trying to get Congress to take notice of the desperate need that the live events industry is in.
We must pass the Restart Act and extend PUA, because if we don't, those tens of thousands of people may no longer have a stage to light.
We were the first industry to go down. We're going to be the last industry to come back. And all we want to do is make sure that we're here for you guys.
We make events, and we need your help because we are on red alert.
You guys are the most highly trained, highly skilled stagehands in the business. You take pride in your jobs and you have sacrificed them in the name of public health. It is time to give back to you and make sure that you are taken care of.
Staging, lights, tables, and chairs were all set up and empty. It was part of a demonstration organized by local stagehands and event workers. The goal here was to send a message.
I think it says a lot that there are hundreds of volunteers participating all across this country for Red Alert Restart. People are out here donating their time, their energy to spread the word, to help raise awareness over the plight of the entertainment worker. We need FPUC to be extended, CARES Act to be extended. We need the Restart Act to be enacted. It's a matter of saving this industry, but it's also a matter of saving our families, our livelihoods. Please support us through this crisis.
Right now, our industry and millions of families need support, and we deserve to be seen and heard. We call for Congress to pass the Restart Act and extend PUA today.
We're going to have to keep making our case that arts keeps us a civilized society and that we're important. And you know, we can talk about jobs, we can talk about economic engines, we can talk about all of that, but really it comes down to soul.